Melissa Ellen Gilbert was born on May 8, 1964 in Los Angeles, California, and adopted as an infant by actor-comedian Paul Gilbert and Barbara Crane. From day one, she was steeped in show business, surrounded by studios, scripts, and stage lights. That world can be unforgiving, but Melissa's grit and focus helped her grow from child star to respected actress, director, author, and advocate. Her life changed at age 9 when she was cast as Laura Ingalls Wilder on Little House on the Prairie, 1974-1983. Drawn from Laura Ingalls Wilder's books, the series became a touchstone of American television, part frontier fable, part family drama, tackling faith, hardship, and perseverance. As Half Pint, the nickname Michael Landon's Charles gave her, Melissa radiated warmth and emotional truth. Week after week, she made Laura feel real to millions, and the role became one of TV's most enduring portraits of girlhood and growing up. Little House didn't define the entirety of her career. After the series, Melissa took on ambitious television films that demanded adult-level intensity. She portrayed missionary Jean Donovan in Choices of the Heart, 1983, and played Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker, in 1979. Opposite Patty Duke as Anne Sullivan. Those projects showed a dramatic range beyond her years. Later came series work, Stand By Your Man, Sweet Justice, and a steady stream of guest roles that underscored her adaptability in a competitive field. Melissa also stepped into leadership. From 2001 to 2005, she served as president of the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, advocating for fair contracts, healthcare protections, and better working conditions during a period of rapid change in the industry. It was clear she wasn't only a performer, she was a principled organizer willing to stand up for her peers. In 2008-2009, she returned to her roots in a new way, playing Caroline Ma in the stage musical Little House on the Prairie, directed by Francesca Zambello. The world premiere at the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis led to a U.S. tour beginning in 2009 and closing at Starlight Theater in Kansas City. Missouri in June 2010, she also found her voice on the page. Her memoir, Prairie Tale, 2009, offered an unvarnished account of child stardom, addiction, recovery, and healing. My Prairie Cookbook, 2014, blended recipes with behind-the-scenes memories, a homespun love letter to fans who had grown up alongside her. That candor, speaking openly about struggle, made Melissa relatable to people far beyond the entertainment world. In 1988, Melissa married actor Bo Brinkman. They welcomed a son, Dakota Paul Brinkman, in 1989. The marriage, intense and creative, ended in 1994, leaving lessons about love, boundaries, and resilience. In 1995, she married Bruce Boxleitner, the TV and film star known for Scarecrow and Mrs. King and the Tron films. Introduced years earlier by Michael Landon Jr., they built a blended family together. Melissa became stepmother to Bruce's 2 sons, and that same year, the couple welcomed a son of their own, Michael Garrett Boxleitner, named in tribute to Michael Landon. After more than 16 years together, they divorced in 2011. Love found her again with actor-director Timothy Busfield, familiar from 30-something, The West Wing, and Field of Dreams. Their engagement was confirmed in January 2013. They married on April 24, 2013, in an intimate Santa Barbara ceremony. Choosing a quieter life, they settled in Howell, Michigan, 2013-2018, where Melissa poured energy into community, health, activism, and the renovation of a Victorian home she called a labor of love. By late 2018, they moved to New York City, leaning back into the art scene and family proximity while keeping the simplicity they'd come to cherish. At 61, Melissa felt ready to talk plainly about Patty Duke, someone she admired as a performer and understood, more deeply with age, as a fellow traveler through the pressures of fame. Melissa had long been selective about what to share publicly. With time and perspective, she chose honesty. Patty Duke was one of the most fearless actresses I've ever seen, she said. Patty had a rare capacity to strip away pretense, to let the audience witness a character's soul rather than a polished performance. For a girl who started acting at 9, watching Patty could be both awe-inspiring and daunting. The rawness Patty brought to the screen represented a standard Melissa recognized, and at times feared. Melissa didn't gloss over the hardships. Patty Duke's life included early fame, complicated relationships, and severe mental health battles. Truths Patty eventually addressed publicly when she revealed her diagnosis of bipolar disorder. "When I was young, I didn't fully understand what Patty was going through," Melissa admitted. "Back then we thought she was intense or moody. Only later did I grasp just how harrowing her path really was." Patty's openness, Melissa said, helped countless people, including herself, find words for their own struggles without shame. For Melissa, Patty's life worked as both inspiration and cautionary tale. If she could walk through fire and still stand up to tell the story, there was hope for the rest of us, Melissa reflected. The relentless demands of Hollywood, especially on young women, can be bruising. Melissa's own difficult seasons, public romances and divorces, health issues, addiction and recovery, sometimes felt perilously close to the edge Patty had known. Watching Patty ultimately reclaim her narrative gave Melissa courage to do the same, to speak honestly, seek help, and keep going. What resonated most in Melissa's recollections was her insistence on Patty's humanity. "People forget that about stars," she said. "Patty wanted the same things we all do: love, stability, peace. She spent years trying to find them." In those words, you hear not just admiration, but kinship. Melissa spoke as a colleague and as a woman who knows the fragile balance between public adoration and private pain. In sharing the truth about Patty Duke, Melissa offered a window into the world of child performers, glittering with opportunity, heavy with expectation. At 61, her perspective carried compassion and hard-won clarity. "If there's anything I learned from Patty," she concluded, "it's that our struggles don't define us, they shape us. And if we're brave enough to share them, someone else might feel less alone." By choosing candor over silence, Melissa Gilbert honored Patty Duke's legacy and reaffirmed her own. It was a reminder that telling the hard truths, however late, is a kind of service to ourselves, to those who walked before us, and to anyone still searching for the courage to speak.